and we're emphasizing apologists who emphasize revelation. And so it starts off, our author saying, with the decline throughout the 20th century of orthodox supernaturalistic Christian worldview in American culture, it is understandable that many Christians have declared traditional apologetics a failure and have cast about for a new approach to defending the faith. In conservative Calvinistic or Reformed circles, several closely related apologetic systems have been developed as alternatives to both classical and evangelist approaches. I think it's probably more than just a failure of apologetics, but this kind of rebirth or wanting to ad fontes continue the Reform tradition of tying not just our lives to the scripture, but also even how we do apologetics. And so I think that's not lacking in other ones, but this is something heavily focused on in the Reformed apologetic method here. Most of these systems are known by the label presuppositionalism, although the term Reformed apologetics is more inclusive of the different systems to be considered here. And so, of course, that's the one that our authors want to paint for this one. And the approach emphasizes the presentation of Christianity as revealed, as based on authoritative revelation of God in Scripture and in Jesus Christ.
Right. And so what they do, they suggest that because of the continuing importance for Christian theology and apologetics, and because there's considerable debate about his apologetic method, they want to begin by examining in some depth the apologetic thought of John Calvin. So following that, then what we'll see is in this chapter, there'll be a discussion of the modern roots for Reformed apologetics. And then they're going to consider the thought of 4 20th century Reformed apologists and kind of get an idea of, what their approach was.
Right. They all get along, and there's nothing to be said about either camp fighting with either camp. So, no, of course, that's right. That's not that easy.
Yeah.